Hello my beautiful loves and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to it if you're new. Hi, I'm Renee. Everyone calls me Nana. We do makeup up in here for the shits and giggles of it because life is too short not to have fun. I know that's right. Okay, so as you probably already know from reading the title of this video, today we are going to be trying out something different. I usually do dark eyebrows, but today we are going to try to do light eyebrows. I do black. My eyebrows normally are straight up black. I use eyeliner for my eyebrows, so it's as dark as you possibly can get. I like how very villainous and standoffish they look. But I recently got told that I should try doing light eyebrows, and because I'm just slightly a little bit of a smartass, I'm going to go as complete opposite of light as you can be, and that is white. So today I'm going to try just doing pure white eyebrows, and hopefully it looks relatively decent. I am Casper's cousin, so I don't really know how I'm going to get them to show up on my skin complexion, but we're just going to see how this goes. So I'm going to throw on the makeup shirt and we'll get right into it. Alrighty, we got the makeup shirt on, the hair is back, and it is time to get into this. This is very weird for me to start the video like this. I usually do my eyebrows off camera, and then I start the video with my eyebrows already done. But today we're going to do the eyebrows on camera, and I'm a little nervous for that because I never do my eyebrows or eyeliner on camera. Anytime I try to do it, they always mess up. But crossing our fingers that this is going to work. I have tried to do this before, and I used my concealer, and it did not look good. It didn't look good at all. It blended into my skin basically, because this is the color of my skin, so it just didn't really work. So today I'm going to try drawing on my eyebrows using this Mehron paint stick. It is in pure white, and hopefully this stands out against my skin a little better. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to take an angled brush, and we're going to just start drawing on some eyebrows, and hopefully I don't mess this up too bad because I'm doing this on camera. So I'm going to draw my eyebrows like I normally would. I shave this part of my eyebrow off. That way I can draw my tail however high or long or whatever that I want to. But I always start right here at the beginning of my eyebrow, just filling in what is already naturally there. And as I get to this point, I start to go up and outwards. It's gonna look rough. It's gonna look rough at first, so we're just trusting the process on this. And I am going to try to get a good, decent shape. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Okay. I'm going to try to do this on the side, and I'll be right back. Okay, now I have the basic shape of the eyebrows on. Yes, they look messy. They always do until we clean them up. But I always now, la 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 la. This is now the part where I take a spoolie and I just brush through the front to give it like this faded ombre effect right here in the front. Probably should have used a clean spoolie for this, but you know. Then I'm just going to take my finger and lightly tap that out. Just like so. Now, this is the part where I clean them up with concealer, but as we've already talked about, my concealer is my skin tone, which is very close to this. So if I try to clean them up with this, it's all going to just blend together and become a bloody mess. But I did learn a little helpful trick from a world famous drag queen, you may know her, named Deja Skye, who famously does blonde brows every once in a while. Well, sometimes she does no brows, blonde brows, whatever. Deja does amazing makeup. She, in my opinion, is one of the best drag makeup girlies. But I'm a little biased because I love her. But she said when she does her light brows, she actually cleans them up using her like a darker foundation or a contour bronzer, something like that. So I am going to look through my foundations and get a darker shade and then use that to clean up the brow, because the darkness around the light will make the brows pop out more. So we're going to test that theory today and see how it works. I am going to be using my LA Color foundation in the shade medium beige, and I already have some on the brush right here. So I am going to use that to clean up the eyebrows like I normally would using concealer. Okay, I think that color might be dark enough that it'll work. We're obviously going to be going for a very bronzy look today so that the eyebrows stand out the most, because that is what this video is all about. It's all about the eyebrows. So I'm going to go clean them up and make them look as good as I possibly can, and I will be right back. Okay, this is the eyebrows all cleaned up. I think they look pretty good. No, they're not twins. They're not even sisters. These are two divorcees fighting over child support, okay? But I do think they look pretty good. This is already off to a better start than the first time I attempted this, because I'm telling you, the first time I tried this, I looked bald. I looked like an egg. You couldn't even see anything, but I do feel a little better about this because of how pigmented the white is, so I think we're off to a good start. And now that the eyebrows are all cleaned up, I'm just going to take the remainder of the foundation off of the lid and start doing my foundation like I normally would. So I always just slap it on with a brush, and then I blend it in with a sponge afterwards. And then I just go in with a beauty blender and start blending all of that in. I am very much aware that this does not match me. But like I said, we're going more like really bronzed. Oh my god, I look like an Oompa Loompa. I look like an Oompa Loompa with the green hair and the white eyebrows. Bitch, I look like I'm about to get upset. Oompa Loompa Loompa, or whatever their song was. Anyways, that's besides the point. We are going very bronzed because I think having a very... I can't look at myself and take myself seriously now that I see Oompa Loompa. But I'm going to blend this down my neck to try to make this match me a little better. And yeah, I'll be back when it's time to do the contour. Foundation all blended in down the neck, on the ears. Honestly, it's not that much darker than me, but I ain't been this tan in a minute. But now I'm going to take the Wet n Wild contour stick, and I am going to lightly, because I'm already darker than what I normally go for. So I'm going to lightly bronze, because like I've been trying to say this entire video, in my head, if I'm bronzed, then the eyebrows will stand out more, if that makes sense. Like if I make everything around the eyebrows darker, the eyebrows will stand out more, and they are the focal point of this look. So, which I mean, I guess I could technically just go do all the rest of my makeup off camera, but I'm in a chatty mood. I want to sit here and I want to talk to you, so I'm going to sit here and talk to you. Now I'm going to take a sponge and just start blending that upwards. Remember, always blend upwards. We're not sad, droopy clowns. Blending upwards. I haven't done brown contour bronzer in so long. I've been really into pale skin, gray, cool tone contours. So this is going to be very different for me. I haven't been bronzed in a minute. So we're just crossing our fingers that all of this works out in the end. This orange warm tone as bronzer is not doing me any favors. It says contour on the stick, but this is straight up bronzer. Look at how I look orange. I look orange, and it's not helping me with this Oompa Loompa thing. I straight up look like an Oompa Loompa. Now I know what I can be for Halloween. Just tell me I don't look like an Oompa Loompa right now. Okay, where's my concealer? I'm going to try to... This is the LA Color Concealer in Fair, and I am going to try to brighten my face a little bit because it's giving orange. It's giving Oompa Loompa. And that's really not the vibe I'm going for. I see everybody else do these light colored brows, the blonde brows, white brows, no brows, and y'all all look freaking amazing when y'all do it. And then every time I try to do it, it just looks bad. It looks bad. I'm never a fan of it. So hopefully tonight will change my opinion. But I don't have high hopes as of right now. Because it's Oompa Loompa. I'm waiting for Willy Wonka to walk through my door at this point in time, giving me the golden ticket. Like, come on now. Okay, I feel a little better, but I'm hitting that right into the microphone. I apologize. But, I'm using the Airspun Granny Powder. I love this shit. And I am going to take my little triangle sponge and start setting the face. The concealer helped a little bit, but it's still giving orange. But now we are going to set the face. I'm skipping blush today. Usually I do blush, but I am a peach orange blush kind of person, and I don't want to add any more orange to my face. I am bronzy enough as it is, so we're just gonna skip blush today and set the face as it is, and then we're going to get into doing the eyes. So let me go become a powdered donut, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I'm a powdered donut, let's get into the eyes. I put a shit ton of powder under my eyes because I am thinking of doing a really dark black smoky eye. In my head, it's going to look good, but we're going to see in reality if that's how that actually is going to work out or not. I am going to take this Miss Rose eyeliner. You've probably seen this one before. I've used it multiple times. And I am going to start by just slapping that right in my waterline. Sorry to the people who don't like to see this, because some people have a thing about people putting things in their waterline, so sorry. But now I'm going to take that and put it on my lash line as well. Just like so. It looks messy right now, and it may look messy in the end. Who knows? It looks stunning. Okay, I'm going to be using this You Can Be a Black Meteor palette. And I'm going to take this black shade right here on a fluffy brush, like this one. And I'm going to just take it and start blending that eyeliner out. I usually go very winged, but today I don't know why I'm feeling more round. So I'm going to try to do like a round, dark, smoky eye. And hopefully this comes together. Coming together. Anyways. Small circle motions, just lightly blending that out. Also, this is my first time trying this black Meteor palette, and I'm going to go ahead and say that this black is gorgeous. It is so beautiful. It's blending like butter. It's very pigmented, like, get into it. And now I'm going to take that same black and I'm going to just start to blend that under the eye. Where's my little mirror? I don't know how you people be doing your makeup with big mirrors. I need to get right in my face. Okay, this is what the eyes are looking like so far. I love that I said I was going to go for more rounded, and I ended up with a wing, but you know what? It's fine. I don't hate this as of right now. My makeup always gets better when I do the eyes. But now it is time to add a little bit of Razzle-Dazzle, and there are several different shimmers in here. So we're going to do some swatch testing. Okay. These all look like they're silver. Well, that one's not. That one's black. I lied. Where's the shimmer? Oh. It's a very, very dark shimmer. Ooh. Ooh. Do y'all see that? Yeah, me neither. Okay, moving on. We're going to take this one right here. That one's too dark. You can't see that one. So far, that one's the winner. Ooh, wait. Yeah, we're just going to use this one. We're just going to use this one. It's the best one so far, in my opinion. Because you can't even see the other one, so. But the black was really beautiful. The shimmers, they're kind of a letdown. So I'm going to take this little angled brush and just take that right there. And I'm going to put that right in my inner corner. Just for a little pop of razzle-dazzle. Everybody needs a little razzle-dazzle in their life. Just like, oh yeah, I'm into it. I'm into it. I don't know why I was doubting myself. This is gonna look great. I got this. Hello? I honestly think this is pretty much the eyes. I know this is very basic from what I normally do, but I don't know, tonight I'm really feeling it. The less is more kind of vibe. And I'm really loving this raccoon eye we got going on. I think it looks really good with the white eyebrows. That's why I went with black, because I wanted it to, like, you know, the white would stand out against the darkness. So now I'm going to just start powdering, well, wiping away the powder. And then we'll get into powder bronzer and all of the finishing details. And then we will be done. Taking my LA Color I Love Contour Palette, which is very well loved, as you can see. In this brush, I am going to just swirl it around, pick up whatever colors that I can, and start patting it onto the face. I always pat my powders on, my powder contour, powder blush, whatever. I always pat it on opposed to swiping, because when you swipe, you mess up your foundation and your base, and then it looks all smeared and patchy. So always pat your powders on. In my personal opinion, you do your makeup however you want to, babes. I'm not here to tell you how to do your makeup. I'm just showing you how I do mine. Okay, we're all bronzed up. I would normally do blush at this point, but like I said earlier, I'm skipping blush because I'm warm enough. And now I'm going to just dip into, this is the Believe Beauty Trio Highlighter Palette. I don't think you can no longer get this, which saddens me, because if you can't tell, I love this palette. But I'm just kind of dipping between this one and this one. And I place it on the apples of my cheek, just for a little razzle dazzle. I'm not one of those people that go too crazy with highlighter. I used to. I mean, my God, back in high school, I was one end of the cheek to the other, just walking around looking oily and greasy as hell. No offense to the highlighter girlies. If you love your highlighter, wear your highlighter, baby. I'm not trying to judge anybody. I just realized that for me, I didn't like how that looked on me. But if you like it, then I love it. Whatever makes you happy. It's just makeup. But I do it on my apples of my cheek, on my cupid's bow, chin, and then I'll get another brush and do it on my nose. And then with this little bitty tiny brush, I dip into this first color mixed with the second color, and I do a little right there on the tip of my nose. And then I draw a little line right here, creating an exclamation point. Like that. Alright, babes, and this is pretty much the look all done. I'm going to go do lips, liner, and lashes off camera, and I will be right back with the overall finished look. Alright, my beautiful loves, and this is the makeup look all done. Get into it. I do honestly think that this turned out very pretty. This is the best attempt at light brows I have ever done in my life. But with that said, I don't think that I'm going to be doing this again. I see thousands of other people do this and they look absolutely gorgeous. But I just don't think it looks as good on me. It's not my thing, and maybe it's just me. It could just be me. It's not meant for me. So I will be sticking to my darker black eyebrows opposed to trying to do light brows again. Unless Halloween rolls around and I still have green hair, then I definitely will be doing an Oompa Loompa, because that's what I look like right now. If Oompa Loompas had fierce raccoon dark eyes. But, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. 6 out of 10 if I had to rate it. It's not my favorite. It's not my least favorite, but I would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know your opinions. I'm not offended by anything. My skin is thicker than it looks, so you can be as blunt and as honest as you want to be. If you like it, great, wonderful. If you don't, that's okay. I'm not 100% on board with it myself. The only other thing I wanted to mention was the You Can Be Black Meteor palette. The black is gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. I really like the way that it looks. I will say, though, that the shimmers were very lackluster. The shimmers in the green palette that I tried were absolutely gorgeous. So I kind of went into this palette with the same expectations, and I was greatly let down. This one was the only good one, in my opinion. All the rest of them were very meh. So I was a little disappointed by that palette. But overall, I think that is pretty much everything. So if you are not already a part of my beauty family, you can join for the free by hitting the subscribe button. Make sure you're hitting the notification bell and setting it to always. Apparently that makes a very big difference on here. So make sure that you are doing that, please and thank you. Give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment, whatever you would like. And I love you. Stay beautiful as always. Mwah.